Welcome to the fan base. Welcome to the fan base. Buffalo, this the fan base.
Fourth and goal, we going forward, that's the only option. Yeah, we came to circle wagons, tell me who gon' stop us. This a no-fly zone, defense get it rocking. Gritty in the end zone, cause the camera's watching. Double coverage on Stephon, boy, who checking Davis. Dylan Josh tucking Ron, he ain't nothing to play with. Shutting down the edge of Vaughn, ain't no one-on-one. Check gon' take it to the crib like he forgot his son. Other fans still think it's sweet like we don't run the East. Dion knock him off his feet and put that boy to sleep. Welcome to Buffalo, this the fan base. Where Super Bowl ring the only mandate. 25-year drought, time to set a straight team full of dogs when it all never play it safe.
Welcome to the fan base. Welcome to the fan base. Buffalo, this the fan base.
All right, and we are here. Let's see, no pregame this week. Justus, my man, are you there?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we are here at beautiful Arrowhead Stadium, if you want to say that, where we are going to see a rematch of the AFC divisional round where we see the Kansas City Chiefs face off against the Buffalo Bills. Justus, today we've got a little bit of a new look Chiefs team and a Buffalo Bills team that is really beefed up on all ends. What are you expecting to see here today?
Well, without Tyreek Hill, that's a dominant talent. And with him not being on the football field today versus this number one defense, then it's going to be a little tough for the Chiefs offense, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. But Patrick Mahomes is one of the top two quarterbacks in the NFL, and there's a reason for that. So we'll see what he can do without his star receiver.
Josh Allen returning with many of his same weapons. Patrick Mahomes not getting that same luxury with brand new receivers Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. As you alluded to, the leaving of Tyreek Hill and Tyrann Mathieu on the defensive side of the ball. This Chiefs team, you know, you'd like to believe that they've got it and they've still got that same exact explosiveness that you usually see, but we'll see what happens today. Of course, we are your commentators, Jake Jordan, with my colleague, Justus Radford, and we are here to see what's going to go down in Arrowhead today with this rematch from the divisional round of last year's playoffs. And, you know, let's get into this. I always got to love this Week 6 matchup. The Bills are 5-0 coming into this.
5-0. Josh Allen is looking like an MVP. Obviously, now he gets to go up against the formerly consensus best quarterback in the NFL in Patrick Mahomes. Now it's kind of a toss-up, you know, between Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. So I feel like most people would say that it's one of those three. So we'll see what they can do here as he brings it back to the 25-yard line. What are you expecting from the Chiefs offense today?
I'm really expecting to see maybe a lot of Travis Kelce thrown in here, one of the most reliable weapons that Patrick Mahomes still has on this offense. And in reality, you know, Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdez-Scantling have had success in the league before. So really, this is kind of the point where Patrick Mahomes is going to have to prove he is that guy and he can elevate any talent around him, which you can get much worse talent than Juju and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But you know, we're going to see what happens here today.
Patrick Mahomes is in the gun from his own 25 as we get the first snap of the game. He drops back the pass. He's under pressure. He throws it away, but Daquan Jones was in there pretty quickly, Jake.
He was, and this Bills defensive line, you got to assume they've got a lot more energy behind them with everybody in the building knowing what happened last year when they faced each other in the playoffs. They're out here, and they are going to be gunning for Patrick Mahomes, and they're going to make sure that they don't give him any time like the 13 seconds he had last year.
Well, they're behind the 6 here on second down. We'll see what they can do. And pressure again. A screen pass, but it doesn't work. And now it's 3rd and long.
The typical failed screen pass that we've seen every single week, except for maybe last week we saw a couple of good ones. But outside of that, we're going to see what Kansas City is going to do here. Obviously, with Patrick Mahomes, they're throwing the ball probably more than running it. But, now's our chance to see these receivers.
Mahomes on third down. He's going long, and it'll fall incomplete. He tries to hit his new man, Juju Smith-Schuster, but the Chiefs will come and go 3 and out, and they'll punt it away. That has to feel good for this Buffalo Bills defense.
Oh, definitely. The faster that you can get Josh Allen on the field, the better, because he's been waiting for this moment for many, many weeks. And of course, great coverage there by Dane Jackson. This will be the last week that we do not have Tre'Davious White on this Buffalo Bills team. So definitely out there trying to claim that spot. And we're going to see what this Bills team can do right here. But Josh Allen's been a man on a mission these last few weeks, Justice.
Absolutely has been. His numbers are absolutely ridiculous. And even with the, Madden numbers and how gaudy the stats can be, he's still been extremely efficient. So in any way you want to measure it, it would have been great numbers regardless. So we'll see if he can continue that this week versus the Chiefs defense, who he's had a lot of success against the last few years. We'll see what they can do as Josh starts from his own 36-yard line. He's under center. He's going to drop back the pass. He's getting blitzed. Quick throw. He finds Diggs at the 48-yard line for a gain of 12.
Yeah, and Stephon Diggs, again, we've seen it the last few weeks and all throughout the season. He has been the go-to guy for Josh Allen, which is why Brandon Beane and that organization decided to pay him and lock him up long-term to be a Buffalo Bill. And, of course, you can see that the Bills are reaping the benefit from it.
Under center again. Quick throw out to Diggs. Bad decision as he loses a yard there on the play. Quick throw. Not really sure what he's seen, but the quarterback was there immediately.
Absolutely. He read that all the way. I'm not sure exactly what Josh Allen was expecting to happen right there, but Diggs was completely lined up to get tackled by that corner. So, not a great play there, but maybe, we'll see. They're experimenting a little bit as, they're still only 6 weeks into this long season. We'll see. They're going to try a couple of things out with Ken Dorsey now as their new offensive coordinator this year. And right there, just a bad play call.
So we'll see how the Bills are able to bounce back here on second down. We see Josh Allen in shotgun formation for the first time today. He's going to drop back the pass again. Pump fake. Quick throw. Ooh, dangerous pass to Gabriel Davis. That one could have gone the other way, Jake.
It could have, and hopefully we don't see a repeat of last week. Josh Allen putting the ball in dangerous positions plenty of times at the end of the game against the Steelers. So we'll see exactly what he does here today. Maybe he plays a little bit safer, but that one, not so safe.
We'll see what they do here on their own third down. Josh Allen's using his feet. He is not going to get very far. Gets to the Chiefs' 49-yard line, but that's all. They'll have a punt opportunity of their own here. The Chiefs' defense gets it done.
Yeah, and while we wait for the punt team to come on the field, what a great time to go over our sim rules, of course. 15-minute quarters on all Madden difficulty. The QB ratings match those leaked for Madden 23. All updated rosters to reflect team changes with rounds 1 through 3 rookies. And obviously, there's an asterisk there. Unless the later round rookie was a specialist, like you just see right here, Matt Araiza. That still takes a little bit getting used to on the field. Usually when you draft a specialist, they're going to make the team. No user input, all CPU. Me and Justus have no idea what's going on here. So this is going to be a fun one. Let's see what happens and who Madden thinks is going to take this Week 6 matchup.
Matt Araiza drops the punt inside the 20, so Patrick Mahomes will start from his own 18-yard line as he comes out for his second drive of the field. We thought we would see an offensive explosion, but so far both defenses getting it done. We'll see what the Bills defense can do here on the second drive as Mahomes drops back the pass. Quick throw. He's got his man. That's a completed pass to, that's Juju Smith-Schuster, excuse me. He gets a gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, and I'm going to be really curious to see how Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy really get these new receivers included in this new offense. Obviously, a really heavy passing offense and these receivers being slotted right into it. But you got to believe they're coming in and taking over for somebody who has a completely different skill set as them. So we'll see exactly what they do. But right there, nice pass to Juju to get them to 2nd and 3.
Mahomes under. Quick throw. He finds his man wide open. The back got out past his man, and he makes it up to the 46-yard line. And offense looks like he's starting to get on the roll a little bit. A 20-yard gain from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, as you see the Bills on the sideline kind of discussing what didn't go right on that last drive. Patrick Mahomes just putting it right over that back shoulder of Clyde Edwards-Helaire in stride. And he's able to pick up some yards after the catch. And right now, the Chiefs are moving down the field, and they're going to have to get a little bit creative with the loss of Tyreek Hill now. Justus, you are muted, my friend.
Mahomes looks like he's going to get flagged for a throw past the line of scrimmage, although it looked like it went backwards, so I'm not really sure. Illegal touching, excuse me. So that's going to be a loss of a down and the loss of yard for Juju Smith-Schuster for stepping out of bounds and coming back in. So we'll see 2nd and 10 here.
Yeah, and right now, like I've said, we got to see how these new receivers really adapt to being in this offense of the Kansas City Chiefs. We know that most receivers will have success in it, but also another receiver that's kind of buried down the depth chart is Josh Gordon. So I'll be curious to see what they do with him as well.
Mahomes drops back the pass. Plenty of time. He gets it out to his back again for a gain of 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd and short.
2 receptions for 28 yards already. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is really being used as that kind of third option in the passing game outside of Travis Kelce. So we're going to see if maybe that's a thing that continues into the rest of this game. But right now, the Bills are just letting them have it.
Big 3rd down coming up. Quick throw. He gets it out to his man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, being a big force in the passing games today as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the field, that's Gregory Rousseau. You definitely don't want to see that if you're the Bills.
No, you don't, especially, in your 2nd year. This is one of your top young pass rushers that you spent a 1st-round pick on, and obviously you want to see him out on the field as much as possible. And right now, we kind of know how Madden works. We'll probably see him in a couple of plays, come back, but definitely not something that's ideal for the Buffalo Bills.
Patrick Mahomes picked up the 1st down on 3rd down, so we'll see what they can do with a fresh set here from the Buffalo 41. He's under center. Quick throw to his man, Kelce. And they are taking chunks out of this Buffalo Bills defense, and it is methodically moving down the football field, and it's working.
They're really leaving the middle of the field open, which is something that we've seen them do in trying to protect in the back end. But that was something that they tried to do with Tyreek Hill still on the team. They don't have to do that as much here with this new look Chiefs team.
First run of the game for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He picks up 4. That'll be a 1st down. And the Chiefs offense now inside the Buffalo 30 and looking pretty good position to score. They're already in field goal position.
A lot of people wrote this Chiefs team off as they weren't even going to win their division. And right now, we're seeing that this Chiefs team is still, no matter how they have to adapt, they're still going to get it done on offense.
Mahomes gives it to Edwards-Helaire. Again, not this time. A.J. Epinesa with the stop for a loss.
And you're going to see A.J. Epinesa a lot more in this game, depending on how Gregory Rousseau's injury turns out over on the sideline. But right now, the Buffalo Bills thankfully have a good rotation of young defensive ends that can slot in, that'll be able to see what they can do on the field. And obviously, they're all learning at this point. So we're going to see right there, Edwards-Helaire really just running into Epinesa with a hole if he would have just turned in. But we're going to see exactly what happens here. The Kansas City Chiefs 2nd and 11.
Mahomes in the gun from his own 31. He drops back the pass. Little bit of pressure. He's running out of the pocket. He's getting chased down, and that's going to be a gain of 2 on the play. Boogie Basham on the stop.
There's one of those young defensive ends already making. Look, Patrick Mahomes, he has that skill to be able to run outside of the pocket. But with these young athletic defensive ends, they were brought in specifically to be able to catch Patrick Mahomes and not let him absolutely tear you up with his legs, as he's not the fastest quarterback in the league, but he's definitely not slow.
Not at all. Great pursuit there by Boogie Basham, second-year man out of Wake Forest, I believe.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes, first 3rd and 8. He's throwing long interception. That's Dane Jackson on the pick. A week before we see Tre'Davious White back, Dane Jackson says, "Don't worry about it, I got it." So a promising drive from the Chiefs ends in a mistake by Patrick Mahomes.
It does, and Patrick Mahomes just throwing it down there, hoping that no other defenders were in the area. But of course, Dane Jackson sitting there and reading it like an absolute book. And now, with that catch in the end zone by Dane Jackson, an interception, Josh Allen gets to come back out on the field, not down at all.
So the Bills defense get it done. Josh Allen will get back onto the field, still on even playing ground for his second drive of the game. He'll start from his own 20-yard line. So we'll see what this Buffalo Bills offense, can do on their second attempt as he starts under center. Crooked eye formation. Play action pass. Dawson Knox.
He's going.
He's in. Gone. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 80 yards from Josh Allen to his star tight end. And just like that, it is a touchdown game. And Dawson Knox had an amazing game versus the Chiefs last year. He comes back this game so far in the second drive, and his first catch, he's already in the end zone.
Yeah, and the real problem here with this Chiefs secondary is they don't really have the speed to really be able to keep up with some of the higher end athletes in the league. And right there, it shows Dawson Knox absolutely taking it to the house, and Josh Allen just putting it right on the money to catch him in stride so he didn't have to slow down. One play, 80 yards, ends in a touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. And right now, after Tyler Bass putting up the extra point, we're really going to see now Kansas City, they can't let themselves get down early, because we've seen they're able to make comebacks. Andy Reid and this coaching staff, they're used to being in some tough situations and being able to claw out of it. But right now, this Buffalo Bills team is hungry, and it shows.
And that's the danger of playing man defense versus this Bills offense. Josh Allen can burn you with his arm or his leg. And if you don't have someone athletic enough to cover Dawson Knox, you're going to get burned. Tyler Bass kicks it deep, and we will not see a return. Patrick Mahomes will start from his own 25-yard line after watching his defense give up a 80-yard touchdown after he threw an interception that derailed their drive of their own.
They were in prime position. He just put it in a dangerous spot, and Dane Jackson just absolutely reading it. Patrick Mahomes does not have the luxury of having some of the fastest wide receivers that are going to be able to get to that ball right when it gets there. And right now, we're going to have to see what he does with these new receivers. But right now, it's looking like he's struggling a little bit.
Mahomes. Pistol formation. That's going to be a toss pass to Juju Smith-Schuster, and that will go for a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Tremaine Edmonds just shooting in that gap that was left there and absolutely laying out Juju Smith-Schuster. That's the kind of things you want to see from the man coming out of Virginia, and right now Virginia Tech. So we're going to see exactly what this Bills defense is all about. But right now we're going to see if they're going to keep letting the Chiefs get these yards, or if they're going to absolutely put the hammer down.
Great run defense there by the safety, Jordan Poyer. He is looking for a new contract currently with this football team. We'll see what happens with that. But he makes a tackle on the play. But it will bring up 3rd and short here for Patrick Mahomes from his own 32. He's in the gun. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He dumps it off, and that's going to be a first down. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with another catch, Jake.
Really using that really using that running back as a safety net back there for Patrick Mahomes. And right there, when you only need to get a couple of yards, just a great decision by Patrick Mahomes not to force anything down the field.
Patrick Mahomes getting blitzed. He throws it short, and they miss a tackle Mecole Hardman on the catch, and he makes a nice play to get 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and inches.
And Mecole Hardman's one of those guys that you're looking for if you're the Chiefs. He's got the speed. Now that Tyreek Hill is gone, he's the guy you're asking to take that next step forward, to be that guy that Patrick Mahomes can use in these situations and get big chunk plays out of, and possibly find him all the way down the field. So to get him involved early is a good thing, because he is what could propel this Chiefs offense forward even more.
2nd and inches. Mahomes, play action. He gives it to his back again, and that's his 5th catch of the game. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the leading wide receiver in all of the game so far. He is 45 yards here in the first quarter.
And that's what makes Patrick Mahomes a smart quarterback, is that if the Bills are going to play back like that and allow you to have all that open space there, throw it down to the guy underneath and get those easy yards and just keep marching down the field.
Mahomes, back to pass. They playing Edwards-Helaire close. Almost a sack by Von Miller, but not exactly. Mahomes takes it deep. What a run by Patrick Mahomes. He takes it inside the Buffalo 20-yard line, and now they're in scoring position again.
Yeah, they are. And if you look at that run right there, here, we're going to see it again. Able to escape right as Von Miller tries the spin move, gets right behind him, and right there you see all that open green grass. And Patrick Mahomes, again, like we said, he's not the fastest, but he's also not the slowest. And right there, able to pick up a good chunk of yardage now down here at the 16-yard line of the Bills.
You have to be kicking yourself if you're Von Miller. You know he wanted that sack. In the shotgun, Patrick Mahomes, 1st and 10. He gives it to his back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He gets a gain of 4 on the play. Not a bad run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Stop on the play by Kyer Elam.
Not at all. In 2nd and 7, look, we've been seeing it from the Chiefs the whole time, is that they're able to just get these small chunks and just keep marching down the field. And right there, the run defense, good from the Bills, but also being able to pick up 3 yards there, pretty advantageous for the Chiefs, who are now down here in scoring position.
Mahomes, back to pass. Throws it over the middle. That'll be a 1st down. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the new man from Green Bay, takes it down to the 2-yard line.
And right now, I think this is prime Clyde Edwards-Helaire territory, because he has those kind of legs to be able to push it in. And right now, we're really going to see what he's able to do down here in goal line.
Mahomes, shotgun, sweep pass. Von Miller, not this time. AJ Epinesa and Von Miller team up to take him back for a loss of 2 on the play. And now they're start further away from the goal line than they started on the last play.
Yeah, and right there you can see that Von Miller just beats Orlando Brown. And right there, you're going to see him just absolutely sniff that one out. What a great play by that defensive line of the Buffalo Bills. And now 2nd and goal. Still maybe not the most advantageous position for the Bills, but we're going to see what the Chiefs do here.
Mahomes under center. Drops back the pass. Quick throw. Oh, interception. Oh, Tremaine Edmonds could have ran it back, but he took a knee. He took a knee. Oh, my goodness. Jake, it could be 14-0 right now.
I mean, but look at Mecole Hardman. He's wide open in the middle of the field. Why even take that throw? I mean, great play by Tremaine Edmonds to just stand there and wait for the ball to get thrown to him. But, oh, what a terrible read by this computer version of Patrick Mahomes.
He clearly had the receiver he was going to before the play even started.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought, Tremaine Edmonds was shade over to the middle, and that would have been open, and it just didn't work out that way. But we see Josh Allen is going to start from his own 20-yard line, and he gives it to Singletary. And although Singletary goes nowhere on the play, Jake, the Chiefs have now started and had great field position and scoring position, and the Bills' defense has stopped it with 2 turnovers.
2 turnovers by Patrick Mahomes in prime positions to score. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs could be up a touchdown. And right now, just with those mistakes, we're going to see the Buffalo Bills. If you're going to keep making those mistakes, the Bills will take advantage of it. And right now, just 2 drives that have ended in horrible turnovers by Patrick Mahomes. Not what you want to see if you're the Kansas City Chiefs.
Devin Singletary for a gain of 4 on the play. So we'll see 3rd and manageable here for the Buffalo Bills offense off the turnover. Trips left. Josh Allen in the gun. Drops back the pass. Oh, he is hit as he throws by Frank Clark. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Frank Clark was just over there barreling down towards Josh Allen. And Josh Allen turns and he's right in his face. Couldn't really do anything out of there. Tried to get it out to one of his receivers. Didn't really work out that well. 4th and 6 right now. We're going to see Matt Araiza, the rookie, coming back on the field.
You have to feel good here if you're the Chiefs defense, considering your offense just fumbled the bag 2 times in a row. And now, you have the defense come out and they stop the Bills offense to a 3. Granted, there were 2 run plays to begin with, so maybe it wasn't the most ambitious offensive game plan for that drive. But still, you have to feel good if you're the Chiefs defense. And
yeah, and right there, just a great punt to flip the field by Matt Araiza. If there's one thing you want, at least coming out of a failed offensive drive, is to have a good punt to pin your opponent's back. So right there, what a great play. And we're going to see Patrick Mahomes come out here. Right now, they have been efficient, this Chiefs offense, but just when it comes down to really getting it and punching it in the end zone, they have just not been able to do it so far. So we'll see exactly what they do to respond on this drive.
Mahomes in the gun from his own 27. Drops back the pass. He is running out of the pocket, throws across field to his running back again. He's just looking for Clyde Edwards-Helaire any possible way he can.
Yeah, he truly is, and I think he probably would have got more yards there if he just tucked it and ran it. But right there, just finding his little safety blanket that he has and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And right now, if you had to pick a player of the game, I'd say it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire for just being the bailout option on every single play for the Chiefs.
Mahomes, pistol formation. He drops back the pass. He is moving out of the pocket.
Oh, it's going down the field.
Deep. And that's another my God, drops the interception.
Wow, just Patrick Mahomes throwing these really dangerous passes down here, and the Bills are absolutely ready for it, just with all the coverage in the world. You'd like to see maybe just take something underneath right there, but that is just not a good decision by Patrick Mahomes, which seems to be a reoccurring thing this week.
Mahomes draws back the pass. Another dangerous throw to Valdez-Scantling there, but that's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down here from their own 31. They're obviously going to punt it despite the offense being on the field. This Chiefs offense can't do anything right, or at least Patrick Mahomes can.
They have been very efficient. It's very weird seeing, coming into this game, we thought that we were at least going to see an offensive explosion from both teams out of any of the games that we've called this season already. This is the one I expected to be a high-scoring game, but right now it's more of a defensive battle, and Buffalo Bills haven't been able to do much on offense. They had the one great play that resulted in a touchdown to Dawson Knox, but outside of that, both of these offenses have been absolutely stagnant.
We'll see what this Bills offense can do here now as we approach the end of the first quarter. Now, of course, they've got 2 turnovers in this game, and they couldn't capitalize last time. We'll see what they can do with this drive as Josh Allen will come out under center in the slanted eye. They're going to play action. He's got plenty of time. He is going to run it. 1st down, Josh Allen. He takes it to the 45-yard line.
And again, the skill sets of both of these quarterbacks are very, very similar. But the one thing that you can say is while they're both mobile, Josh Allen is an absolute weapon with his legs. When he gets out of the pocket, it's very hard to not only take that man down, but also to keep up with him, as he is still one of the fastest quarterbacks in the league.
Is Josh Allen a top 3 rushing quarterback in your opinion, Jake?
I would absolutely agree with that.
We'll see what happens here as he drops back the pass under center. He's using his legs again, and he finds Diggs. And Diggs takes it inside Chiefs territory down to the 26-yard line. Great play by Josh Allen. There you get to see the athleticism along with the arm talent.
Just again, that's a perfect execution of Josh Allen being able to use his legs to extend a play. And while he could have tucked that and ran it and maybe got just as many yards, being able to feed his man there, the newly paid Stephon Diggs, you can see that connection they have there. And right there, just a great play all around that shows the true scope of Josh Allen's skill set.
Under center, the Bills start off in Chiefs territory. Diggs in motion. Allen back to pass. Quick throw.
Oh, intercepted.
Bad pass by Josh Allen. And it was a little inaccurate. And Nick Bolton comes and picks it off.
Yeah, he does. And right there, just a dangerous throw. Like, where was that one going? Stephon Diggs. That wasn't even being thrown to Stephon Diggs on that play. That was just a errant throw by Josh Allen and the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Again, these two defenses have been able to get it done against these quarterbacks. And right now we're going to see Patrick Mahomes come out on the field again to see what he can do against this Buffalo Bills defense.
If I told you that Patrick Mahomes had 2 first-quarter interceptions, they didn't score a single point, and they had 4+ drives, you wouldn't believe me, and you definitely think that the Bills would be winning this game by a lot more than 7 points. So we should be in for a hell of a game today. Clyde Edwards-Helaire cannot go anywhere. He is taking it back, actually. Oh, no, he picks up one on the play. But, yeah, there was no holes he had there.
There was absolutely no holes there for him to try to punch through. And then Daquan Jones, the big man, just coming up behind him and able to pull him down right there. Just great additions on the Bills off defensive line. And now we're going to see what they can continue to do here against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Juju Smith-Schuster gets the reception and picks up the first down as we approach the end of the first quarter here. The Buffalo Bills lead the Kansas City Chiefs 7-0. Patrick Mahomes has 2 first-quarter interceptions, Jake, and he's not playing very well at all, if I'm being completely honest.
No, not really. And while the offense has really been just very efficient, whenever they march all the way down the field, Patrick Mahomes is just putting the ball in terrible positions that is costing his team valuable points that could have them, again, the way that the Buffalo Bills offense has been playing, the Kansas City Chiefs would be up 2 touchdowns has it not been for Patrick Mahomes throwing 2 interceptions.
Patrick Mahomes under center as he gets another opportunity to score here from his own 35. He's got a tight end in motion. Play action fake. He's got plenty of time. Throw to the sideline. He's got his man, Travis Kelce, with his first catch of the game at the 45, or second catch of the game, excuse me, down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and we're going to see hopefully a lot more Travis Kelce in here, but the Buffalo Bills know that he is one of the prime weapons that these Chiefs offense still has. So we're going to see exactly how they really get involved in this passing game, but I would assume that Travis Kelce eventually will start to learn how to get open.
Mahomes in the gun, gives it to Helaire. He finds a hole, and he takes it to the 50-yard line for a gain of 5, and they'll be ahead of the sticks here on second down.
Yeah, and we've kind of just been seeing it the last few drives is that the Kansas City Chiefs are able to run the ball efficiently. They're able to use Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield efficiently, and they've been marching down the field. But the passing game in general, as I say that, someone is wide open.
Wow. Juju Smith-Schuster was wide open, and I don't know if it was broken coverage or what, but Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs just tied the game.
Yeah, just wide open there, Juju Smith-Schuster. Surprised there wasn't a TikTok dance there in the end zone. He had so much time to be able to do it. Just no idea what happened there.
It looked like Teron Johnson was trying to cover Travis Kelce and just left Juju by himself.
You can't do that against this Chiefs offense. Patrick Mahomes, he might have been making mistakes, but that one's as easy as can be. Chiefs with an easy 7 on the board.
After driving the ball multiple times, throwing multiple interceptions, the Chiefs now come and score their first touchdown of the game and tie it up that has to be a little demoralizing if you're a Bills fan.
Yeah, because right now the Buffalo Bills have had plenty of positions to be able to march down the field and to put up points with and capitalize on these Kansas City turnovers. And right now we haven't seen it today. Both these offenses really just seeming like they've had one really good play that's resulted in a touchdown, but everything else, you can take it or leave it. It's been pretty subpar today.
You expected to see an offensive explosion today with these two quarterbacks, all world, all universe quarterbacks. And it's been a little less than we expected so far as the Chiefs kick it off. We will have a return here from Tavon Austin as he brings it out of the end zone. Bad idea as he only gets it to the 14-yard line. So Josh Allen will come back onto the field, and after throwing an interception there, a little bit of a bad interception, but before that, he was 4 of 6 for 120. So he's having a good game outside of the pick.
Well, a lot of that 120 is really blown because we have that huge pass to Dawson Knox with all those yards after catch. Right now, Josh Allen and this Bills offense really haven't been able to do anything.
Josh Allen under center. He's got Singletary in the backfield. He's give it to him. Singletary doesn't break the tackle, but he does pick up a gain of 4 on the play.
And again, just to bring up kind of the return game and what we saw from Tavon Austin, with all the options that the Buffalo Bills have used this year, it seems as though that nobody's really able to really lock down that kick return spot, as none of them have been able to actually show that they can really flip the field in terms of their return ability.
Allen, deep pass. He got Diggs down the sideline to the 39-yard line.
And that is why you pay that man. And again, those corners, we've said it about the Kansas City Chiefs, a liability their secondary is. So right now we're going to see Josh Allen just beautiful on the money, able to put it right in the hands of Stephon Diggs. Just beautiful throw, beautiful catch. You'll love to see it from the newly paid man and his newly paid quarterback.
So the duo gets it done, and now they're inside of Chiefs territory. Josh Allen's X Factor getting a little hot as he drops back the pass. He's under pressure, and he misses Stephon Diggs there. Chris Jones, with the pressure got in his face a little bit, caused the incompletion.
Yeah, and that's the one thing we can still say is this Chiefs defensive line, they will be able to still get back there to the quarterback. So Josh Allen's not going to have the easiest time. But right now we've seen that with this X Factor kicking, Josh Allen might decide to go. Oh, there we go.
Zach Moss with a great gain, and that is absolutely huge to make it 3rd and 5 here and be able to make it 3rd and manageable after a 2nd and 10. Now you got Josh Allen, and you can open up the playbook.
Yeah, you can open up the playbook a little bit more. Again, we've seen a little bit of Zach Moss more these last couple of weeks. Not a lot of James Cook, so we're going to see exactly what their plan is at running back here.
Josh Allen drops back the pass. He finds Diggs, and he takes it down to the 25-yard line of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs have their own nice drive, and the Bills come right back with one of their own.
Yeah, one of the best drives that the Bills have had all day. And right there, you see the newly acquired man, Justin Reid, coming down to take Stephon Diggs to the ground and stop him from getting any more yards right there with the nice tackle. And right now, we're going to see this Buffalo Bills team. They have just been moving down the field. This looks like the team we've seen the last 5 weeks.
Allen under center, trips right. He's going to get a run, and it's going to go nowhere. Devin Singletary started off the season hot, and last week wasn't too hot, and not so hot this week either.
Yeah, and right now I know the Kansas City Chiefs have been watching plenty of tape on these Buffalo Bills, so they know there is a dual threat ability now. It's not just the Bills can't run the ball anymore, so they're going to be prepared on all fronts.
Allen is going to give it to Singletary again. He can't get very much, but he does get a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he does, and we're going to see Devin Singletary again. He's just going to punch it up, and he's going to get a few yards, and we're going to see exactly what Josh Allen and this new creative offensive coordinator and Ken Dorsey are able to draw up here on 3rd and 6.
Allen in the gun here on 3rd and 6. We're going to play action fake. He's throwing. He misses Diggs again. And you have to wonder what this drive looks like if he hits Diggs both of those passes.
Yeah, and they're sending Tyler Bass here on the field. So we're going to see, are they going to kick the ball, or are we going to still see Josh Allen on the field? They are going to kick it right now, and this is easy Tyler Bass range. Oh, it's a fake!
Oh!
What?
Oh, Case Keenum misses his target.
A quarterback missed his target. That's not even like the punter holding the ball there. Oh.
Yeah, and it was a lineman who was the target.
Yeah, man, that was now here we go again. The Kansas City Chiefs have another opportunity to drive down the field and see what they can do against this Buffalo Bills defense, which they scored on their last drive.
So no points there for the Bills offense. And we'll see what the defense can do as Patrick Mahomes comes out under center. He's under pressure. AJ Epinesa with the tackle.
Damn.
And then another tackle.
Look at that. AJ Epinesa coming back and stripping Patrick Mahomes. And then after the ball gets picked up by Edwards-Helaire, making the tackle on Edwards-Helaire, he is running around back there. Those are some big man moves from the, I believe now it is what, the third-year man out of Iowa?
Absolutely, yeah. This is a big year for him. Like you said, 3 years and multiple first and second round draft picks drafted after him. He definitely has to make an impact this year. He's doing so in this game so far. 2nd and 18, they're getting blitzed and interception. They're a rookie. Terrell Bernard with the pick 6.
And there we go. The Buffalo Bills defense putting a score up on the board, and the rookie Terrell Bernard getting in the face of the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Just look at this. Tip, not sure exactly how the ball did not hit the ground there, but great awareness to reach down and pick it up. And right now, I don't know why those Buffalo Bills fans aren't going a little bit more crazy, but the rookie coming out and making a play. Buffalo Bills about to be up 1 score on the Kansas City Chiefs, who have just been having trouble all day on this offensive side of the ball.
So Terrell Bernard gets the tip, the interception, and the touchdown on the play as Tyler Bass comes in and makes it 14-7. And the Buffalo Bills take a touchdown lead after all, as they, the fake field goal attempt, I guess, works out, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, the universe has a weird way of working, and right there, the Buffalo Bills defense came in and gifted the offense that touchdown that they should have had right there. And, it all worked out in the end for the Bills, and right now, this defense about to be right back out on the field, and Patrick Mahomes, he has had 3 interceptions on the day already. If you're Patrick Mahomes, this is not a good look.
Jake, if you're Patrick Mahomes, are you worried right now? This defense came out on a mission on the last drive, as we will get a return here, and that's going nowhere. He's going to get back to the 18 if he's lucky. But like I said, this defense was relentless on the last drive, just throwing your 3rd interception of the game. They sacked you and then made you fumble. Could have been another turnover. And then the very next play, we get the Terrell Bernard interception. How flustered was Patrick Mahomes being right now?
He has to be very flustered. And again, these are pro quarterbacks. You have to assume you're not going to be able to get into their minds so easily and be able to mess with them. But right now, Patrick Mahomes looks like he's on a totally different planet right now, because he is just not all here today.
Patrick Mahomes under center with trips left. He's got a man in the backfield. That's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Daquan Jones causing pressure. He's going to use his legs, and he gets tackled by Teron Johnson, but not before a pickup of 9 on the scramble.
Yeah, and there you go. Patrick Mahomes said, you know what? I'm just not going to throw the ball anymore. I'm just going to run it, and, we're going to get down the field here. And look, Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, the clock just keeps on ticking right now. The way this game's going for them and the way their offense is playing, there's a lot to
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first bad run of the game. Goes nowhere, tackled by Daquan Jones, and now it's 3rd and 1 at their own 27-yard line. This is a huge 3rd down for the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, Jake.
It is, because they really need to get something going here, and just to keep this drive alive would really help towards helping them get a little bit more momentum back in this game.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the carry again, doesn't get much, but he does get enough for a 1st down before star linebacker Matt Milano makes the tackle.
Yeah, and right there again, the Chiefs just need to keep it simple, move down the field, keep moving the chains, and right there they did it, handing the ball off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And right now the Bills are going to let you get those little tiny runs, and right now it's obviously been shown that they will continue to shut down this pass game outside of the one throw to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Mahomes is in the gun, 5 wide here on 1st down. From his own 29, he drops back to pass. He is under pressure. He gets hit as he throws. He's going.
Picked off again.
Tremaine Edmonds with his 2nd pick of the game. That is 4 first-half interceptions for the former MVP.
And this is just an absolutely terrible throw by Patrick Mahomes. Again, terrible decision. Just 3 Bills in the area, and just the ball being tipped and lands right in the hands of Tremaine Edmonds with his 2nd interception of the day. And in a contract year, Tremaine Edmonds has proven, hey, I'm here. I've got that awareness. And right now, the Bills in another prime position. Patrick Mahomes, 4 interceptions on the day.
4 interceptions on a day, and yet the Bills only lead by 7. So we'll see if this Chiefs defense can step up again, make some more plays, and take Josh Allen off the field. As Josh Allen's still in his superstar mode, he's under center. He's going to give it to Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary is going to take Chris Jones for a little bit of a ride, make something out of nothing, and picks up 2 on the play.
Yeah, and right here, I mean, the Bills really, it almost feels like have all the control in this game. And even though their offense really hasn't been the most explosive like we've seen the last few weeks, Josh Allen here can just help manage the game and keep them in the best position. And they can still just absolutely take the game by the horns here.
James Cook with his first carry of the day, and he takes it for 6. That'll bring a 3rd and 1 on the run by the rookie.
Yeah, and it's great to see the rookie out there again. He's been missing in action the last few weeks, getting a few carries. You would think that, he was still a higher round pick. They'd use him a little bit more.
Jumbo formation. Josh Allen drops back to pass. He's going to use his legs. He's out of pocket. 1st down. Josh Allen. He takes it to the 35-yard line, and that'll bring up a new set of downs.
Yeah, and the Bills just in the complete control of this game. Like, it is absolutely apparent that Josh Allen, whether it's his arms or his legs, has been able to march up and down the field. It's just the scoreboard doesn't really reflect it.
We've got a shift on the play. Trips right under center. Ooh, that was a close one. Looked like he had him at the screen over the middle to Devin Singletary, but it falls incomplete. That was a dangerous pass.
It was a dangerous pass and a very confusing play to look at and try to call, as you could see that everybody was moving so much motion on that play. And now, with the failed screen pass, 2nd and 10 here for the Bills.
Josh Allen in the gun. He's outside the pocket, makes a throw over to his rookie back, and he picks up a gain of 5 on the play. James Cook with the reception, and it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they drafted James Cook to do, is to be that kind of option over the middle. Kind of like how the Chiefs early on in the game were using Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That is what James Cook is for the Buffalo Bills.
3rd and 5, big 3rd down. Throws a quick throw and dangerous. He was looking for Jamison Crowder, but it's knocked incomplete, and the Chiefs defense makes it happen again. They're going to force a punt.
And I got to challenge the decision making of Josh Allen there on that play. Stephon Diggs wide open, sitting there waiting for the ball to get thrown to him, but Josh Allen decides to throw it into an area with 2 other Chiefs defenders on Jamison Crowder. Just not the best decision there by Josh Allen, but a great play on special teams.
Reza flips the field again, and that's why you draft the punt guy out of Arizona State. The return man takes it back to the 15-yard line. And after his third and fourth consecutive interceptions of the game, Patrick Mahomes steps back out onto the field with 6 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, it does. And you got to assume that right now the Chiefs really need to just make it to halftime and make some adjustments, or so that Madden can make adjustments for him, because whatever is going on right here, it is just not working for the Kansas City Chiefs. And right now, Patrick Mahomes just does not look like he is having a great day.
Mahomes drops back to pass. He throws it over to the sideline. He's got Juju Smith-Schuster, who beats Dane Jackson for the reception.
Yeah, and again, if the Chiefs can just continue to do this, march down the field, kind of take these short throws, don't go for broke. That's what's put the Chiefs in the position that they are in right now, where, they've just been horrible decision-making by Patrick Mahomes. And if you take those short, safer throws, it might pay off more in the long run.
Mahomes under to throw, and they try the screen again. Daquan Jones is not having it today as he gets another tackle for loss.
No, and Daquan Jones knows, hey, this is why I was brought in. I'm here to stop the run game. And right there, just absolutely sniffing out the screen, able to get back there. And at least the screen was completed this time. And Daquan Jones able to go in there and stop it. So right now you can tell this Bills defense is on a mission. They are ready for revenge after what happened to them last season.
Second and long. Mahomes throws it short to, is that Hilaire? It looks like he dumps it off to his running back. It is Hilaire with his eighth reception here in the first half.
And this is just a testament of how this Buffalo Bills secondary is right now. Even without Trey White, they are holding these receivers down to where Patrick Mahomes' only option is to dump it down to his running back.
Makes more sense as to why he was doing this so much earlier, as he actually does find a star tight end for the first down, and they take it up to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Travis Kelce, at least in this half, has been very, very quiet. And we're going to see exactly what happens once we go into halftime. But the Kansas City Chiefs move the chains here. Just Patrick Mahomes able to get the ball right there before the defender and Jordan Poyer is able to turn around and get to the star tight end.
Mahomes is in the gun on 1st and 10 from his own 42-yard line. Gets Kelce again. That's going to be a shorter reception. Still picks up 5 on first down.
And look, they can just keep doing this. If they're going to run Kelce on these little short routes to get these little chunk yards of play to move them down, if that's what works, keep on doing it. Because right now, everything else Kansas City has been trying has ended up in failure.
Shotgun formation. Hard count. We got a blitz. And he finds Kelce again. Tackle on the play made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah, and right there again, like it's almost like I spoke it into existence. They need to get Travis Kelce involved a little bit more if they're trying to have any shot in this game. And right now, just the last 3 passes to Travis Kelce have gotten the Chiefs in better field position than they've had in the last few drives.
Mahomes is in the gun with 5 wide. He's going deep again. Intercepted again. Jordan Poyer. Yeah, bring it out of the end zone, please. They'll start from their own 4-yard line, but even still, a 5th interception for this Buffalo Bills defense.
And right now, it looks like Madden is doing to Patrick Mahomes what it did last week to Josh Allen in the second half of the Steelers game. Right now, the Buffalo Bills in full control. Dane Jackson, again, just with great defense there and great awareness to tip the ball. Jordan Poyer coming over to grab that. Another interception for Patrick Mahomes, 5 on the day. And right now, Patrick Mahomes just absolutely looks like a shell of himself right now.
And Josh Allen isn't looking, he's looking a lot better compared to 5 interceptions.
In comparison, yes.
7 of 14, with 1 touchdown, 1 pick of his own. He's not completely efficient, but he has made a lot of really big plays. So we'll see if they can continue to make big plays here on this drive as Zach Moss finds the hole, picks up a gain of 8 on the play. Great run by the third-year man out of Utah.
Yeah. And again, we're seeing a lot of every single running back that the Bills have here. They kind of have a committee of running backs that they're going to. So right there, Zach Moss making the most of the carries that he gets.
Allen in the gun. He's going to give it to his rookie running back, James Cook, this time. And he picks up a gain of 9. So the running game working here for the Bills on this drive.
And right now, again, the Bills are just in still full control of this game. So why not, with only a couple of minutes left in the second quarter, take it into halftime and just keep running the ball, run that clock down. The Chiefs obviously want as much time as they can. And their defense is just out here trying to stay alive going into halftime.
Josh Allen comes out in the I formation. Man in motion, that's Diggs. They fake the sweep. They give it to Singletary. Singletary with another good gain on the play, and he's starting to bring up his average a little bit. He's now at close to 3 yards a carry after being at 1.5 earlier. So it's working his way up as he gets a gain of 6 on that carry.
Yeah, and we can see towards the beginning of the season, the Bills really were going with a mainly Devin Singletary dominant run scheme. And right now it seems like they've noticed that Zach Moss has gotten a little better. Their newly drafted rookie, they got to get him involved. Now the snaps are splitting a lot more, so you're seeing almost a different running back on every single play on the field.
Allen is in the gun. He's getting blitzed. Another quick throw, another inaccurate throw to Stephon Diggs, Jake.
Yeah, and right now Josh Allen looks like he's off his game. Patrick Mahomes really looks like he's off his game. And right now, for a game that we thought at this point would probably be a really high-scoring affair, with a minute 57 left in the half, really just looks like to be two quarterbacks that are really struggling.
Allen, third down. Plenty of time. He steps out of the pocket. He's gonna pick up the first down. Sometimes they slide early, so you got to make sure before you say so. Josh Allen does pick up the first down with his legs. There is now less than 2 minutes to go in this half, and it doesn't seem like they're in. Oh, okay. All right, so he's in the gun from his own 31. He finds his safety valve. That's James Cook, and that'll really just waste more clock than it actually helps.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, the Bills in this position really are just looking, they can double dip. Right now, they're just taking the time off of the clock right now, trying to march into halftime. So right now, they get the ball coming out of the half, and we're going to see exactly what they do here, just they can use their timeouts, just waste as much time as possible, because right now they're in full control. And again, we want to remind you that Justus at a halftime has a little bit something special to show you. Justus, you want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah. So, a highlight video. It's sort of something like a hype video. It's something new. So I'm excited to see what you guys think of it. So please let me know how you feel about it. Josh Allen drops back to pass. He's throwing it deep. That's a rocket. He finds Diggs. Wow, what a throw by Josh Allen.
Yeah, great throw by Josh Allen. Again, he hasn't been able to connect with Diggs anytime recently, at least on the last few drives. But right there, when it really counts, Josh Allen just able to throw a rocket to Stephon Diggs and put it in position where only he was able to make a play on that ball. And that's why you got one of the best quarterbacks in the league throwing to one of the best receivers.
Linebacker on Stephon Diggs with nobody to help. That could have very well been a touchdown. Josh Allen, he's in the gun again. Play action fake, quick throw, and he's got Gabriel Davis. I believe that's his first catch of the day.
Yeah. And Gabe Davis again. The Chiefs secondary has been doing very well in shutting down all of the secondary and the tertiary options at wide receiver. But Stephon Diggs, they really haven't been able to do much of that, but they've done very well at shutting down all the other options.
Allen from his own 12-yard line, and just like that, 51 seconds left, they're in scoring position. He's got time. He throws it, dumps it off to James Cook again, and no harm, no foul. Pick up a 2.
And I'll tell you what's even more dangerous. You see that X factor under Josh Allen. Just look at Stephon Diggs. his X factor has also been activated. So we're going to see what kind of magic these two can do. Maybe they can double dip here going into halftime.
So we'll see what happens as the clock ticks below 25 seconds. Allen drops back to pass. Big throw. Oh my goodness. He misses Diggs again for the touchdown.
Like I've said before, the term is he's butt naked there in the end zone. Absolutely nobody on him. And Josh Allen just missing Stephon Diggs again. And right now you got to think like that would have been a prime example of the connection that they have and would have put the Bills in great position going into halftime.
We got a screenplay. That's not going to work. So we'll likely see Tyler Bass come in and kick a field goal unless they try to fake it again. So the Bills could potentially take a 2-score lead into halftime, but you can't help but be disappointed starting off from the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Yeah, and it's very odd to me that both of these quarterbacks have been struggling like this, as they are some of the highest overall quarterbacks in this game.
And Tyler Bass comes in and he does. He makes it a 2-score game. It is good. The reliable Tyler Bass, of course. And that leaves us just roughly under 15 seconds until halftime in this game. The Kansas City Chiefs 7, the Buffalo Bills 17. And both quarterbacks are really struggling today. I don't know if Arrowhead is this atmosphere or maybe they both feel the pressure or not sure, but this is the last thing we expected today.
Yeah, 100% the last thing I expected today. We really thought we were going to see, probably in the vein of some of our other games, thought this was going to be an absolute shootout. And right now, we're just hoping for somebody to score.
And he brings it out to the 21-yard line. That takes off 3 seconds, and we'll likely see a kneel or a run here.
No, sure do hope so. We do remember the last time we saw a short amount of time with the Chiefs against the Buffalo Bills.
They had 3 extra seconds that time.
That matters.
We do get a run here. Clyde Edwards-Helaire will take it a couple yards, and that'll take us to halftime. The Buffalo Bills lead the Kansas City Chiefs 17-7, and it has not been an offensive explosion like we expected. More of a defensive battle, and
just look at those stats; those are disgusting.
It's an odd one, Jake. How would you describe this game?
Very, very odd. It is 5 interceptions. That's ridiculous. I know that Patrick Mahomes did struggle last year, and he did have a few games, especially against the Chargers. I really remember where it was just an interception fest. But this really feels like Madden. Yeah, just feeling like Madden kind of doing what they did to Josh towards the end of last week, where these quarterbacks, I believe Mahomes is a 97 overall, and Josh Allen is a 95 overall. 5 interceptions, that seems almost ridiculous at this point. And I mean, I'm not gonna do the whole thing.
Although, to be fair, let's say he lost Tyreek Hill, right? Mm-hmm. He's used to, throwing those passes and someone being wide open running past other people.
Sure.
Do you think that the Tyreek Hill effect has a big, deal for Patrick Mahomes and his ability to be efficient?
I think so. The thing is going to be Patrick Mahomes might think he needs to overcompensate and throw it a little bit shorter. He's not going to be able to throw it as far. And that's where you're going to get situations like we've seen today where, he really throws the ball and it's not usually with Tyreek Hill, he could really throw it and hit him in stride, even if he could just chuck the ball as far as he could. And this one, he's kind of overcompensating for these receivers that don't have that same speed. Maybe you can argue with McCole Hardman. McCole Hardman's fast, but he's not Tyreek Hill fast. And these other receivers, he's throwing it a little bit shorter. And right now, this Bills defense, at least in this simulation, are just cutting back and taking advantage of that. And Patrick Mahomes, 5 interceptions. I would assume since this is Madden, I do see we do have a Chiefs fan in the comments section. How you doing? I know you probably don't like this. I mean, but this is still just looking at this. I really think Madden's going to do the thing where they flip it around and Patrick Mahomes is going to go absolutely nuts in the second half. It's kind of how this game works.
Okay, so DH in the comment section. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. By the way. He says, "Can we talk about the fake field goal throw by Case Keenum? Like
that was absolutely disgusting.
What? Why? Why even try that? Like it was weird."
Again, we've seen they're not afraid to do some creative things every now and then, but you'd think Case Keenum being a quarterback, like that's not your punter who's holding the ball for your kicker throwing the ball. Like that's a quarterback, dude. Yeah. Like that was just a terrible. We've seen it, and yeah, 5 interceptions. The Bills are only up 13. Again, the Bills have been terrible on offense too. I was just about to talk about Josh Allen. I don't know what's going on, but the accuracy has been absolutely disgusting. We've seen receivers wide open, especially Stephon Diggs, just absolutely errant throws. And the interception that he had, he was also throwing to Stephon Diggs, and Diggs was like 5 feet to the right of the defender, and the ball just went right to the defender. It's just kind of like neither of these quarterbacks really look like how they do in real life, and for a simulation, you'd think it'd be a little bit more realistic. But I think the second half, at least, Madden's going to flip it, and we're going to see a little bit more of the game that we thought we were going to get today.
All right. So before we get into, the highlight video, and then you can have, say some words before we get into the second half of the game, I wanted to ask you, do you think it's more bad quarterback? Because we know for Josh Allen it's bad quarterback, right? Because
sure,
his bad play has been just missing his targets. It hasn't been because the Chiefs were like all over everybody. He's just been missing his targets, right?
Yeah.
But Patrick Mahomes has really been plagued by extraordinary defense. Like the secondary is giving him absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you're really seeing these defensive backs for the Chiefs able to go out there and just really they've kind of shut down the wide receivers. I brought it up during the stream, but this Bills secondary have really, kind of made it harder for Patrick Mahomes to, like I say, do the things that he's usually comfortable with. So we're going to see going into this. And of course, I'm going to warn everybody before the highlight video plays. I watched it before the stream went live. It's a little loud, so if you're listening to us at like full blast, maybe turn your volume down a little bit. But just a warning, I don't want you guys to blow your eardrums out. But yeah, this whole secondary, everything has just been really, really tough for both teams, and we're really going to see going into the second half here if they can turn it around. I brought it up before. Last week we watched the Bills versus the Steelers, and Josh Allen was unbelievable the first half. And then in the second half, fumbles, interceptions, the whole 9 yards. And we just kept seeing it over and over again. And it really feels like that's what Madden is doing to Patrick Mahomes and, and Josh Allen to some degree. So we're really going to see what goes on here. So what I'm going to do for everybody here, if you want to turn down your volume a little bit, I am going to get this highlight video playing for you. And then we will get right into the second half of the Bills versus Chiefs Week 6 matchup.
Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood.
Listen, I don't know that there's a better match between a player and a fan base.
I'm overwhelmed.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go Bills.
Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Just have a drink and you'll feel better. Just take her.
He's not starting to make plays. He's always made plays. But I don't think we've ever seen a quarterback like Josh Allen.
Does it ever?
Here the fans are pumped up. We're excited.
It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine
is asked to do more for their team or carry their team more than Josh Allen.
Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood.
I mean, it's been a long time, you know, since Bill's Mafia's been able to celebrate like this.
What would it mean to you to bring the Mafia to Lombardi?
It would mean everything to give them that Super Bowl. I mean, I have vivid dreams of the parade and what it would be like. It's something I want to happen so badly that I won't stop until we do it.
It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. I need somebody.
Mafia has chosen James Cook from Georgia.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new stuff. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do nothing, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped, and I'm only 23. I'm just that look at me, I'm a boss like my Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that like no way, cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way, and I never
Way to the corner, got it, touchdown.
I'm a boss, I call a shot, I'm with the murder team.
It's learning how to play the position fully. How about James Cook? Nobody touches him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I'm a boss. I play the shots. I call the calls. We in this, it's going down. Yeah, I'm the king that with my mother crown. I'm a boss. 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 I play the shots. I call the calls. Yeah. Hey.
When we could be superstars, we've been rather wrecking cars.
Hey bro, is that Jambo?
What is at stake for us?
Welcome to the 2022 NFL Draft.
We could be superstars, but I'm pretty sure our time is up. And so we found up the spinning tops.
The Buffalo Bills select.
Say you might be your killer, nobody gonna play with you when I'm with you. Go against any like this glitter, skeet all dirt on bitch. I put it in for you, I spin for you, whatever you with, I'm with it. How you gon' cross it? I'm rockin' with you, I got you lit in the city. I been multitasking, rapping and being the daddy to my little kids. I been spinning on business, spinning until I'm dizzy. I do all the smack, you ain't never step or help with none of you killing. You doing a lot of
Under pressure. Terrell Bernard.
Superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars?
When he reverses field like this, but wrestled down at the 25. Who made the play? Matt Elias, the punter.
Gonna go deep.
Man's
there. Touchdown, Georgia.
Now I'm reminiscing. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now you better keep your distance.
Well protected.
You switch like
Zip it down the sideline. What a grab! Khalil Shakir.
When I slide, nightlight on
Under pressure by Roy.
Maybe the best punter in the country. Rolls inside the 10. Down inside the 5.
Each to the 15, to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Georgia.
On the inside.
This pass is caught with one hand by Shakir.
I don't want kids to stay in the cage. I free me, baby, can't keep me, baby. I beat them cases, they already hate me. They want me dead when I'm on probation. Oh, y'all think yet? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet, I promise. Can't take me, can't guard me. I be on gave 28 Carvin. We could have been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now it's not safe for you.
Daniels 7 yards deep in his own end zone, and he's going to be sacked.
You tripping? We could have been
James Cook on the handoff, first down run.
Jacking cars. Now you better keep your distance, cause it's not.
And we are back for the second half of the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, the Buffalo Bills leading 17-7. Of course, I am your commentator, Jake Jordan, joined by my colleague, Justus Radford. And right now, we're going to see exactly what both of these teams really look like coming out of the half. And, we saw the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City both struggle in the first half of this game. Before we even go into anything more, let's go over the rules and how this works. Is that the sim is 15-minute quarters, all Madden difficulty. The QB ratings match those leaked for the newest Madden game releasing this year, and all the rosters have been updated to reflect team changes with rounds 1 through 3 rookies. And there's an asterisk by that, unless that later round rookie was a specialist, because usually that means that they are making your team if you drafted them with a actual draft pick. And there's no user input, all CPU, and we are getting ready to kick off the second half here. Justus, how we feeling today, my man? You're muted. Oh, wait. You're not even in the stream. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I was wondering why you couldn't hear me.
Nice.
Sorry. It has been a good game if you like defense. Has not been a good game if you like offense. Diggs has 6 receptions for 127 yards. Diggs could easily have 10 receptions for 250 today if he was being hit like he was supposed to be hit. So, if you like defense, it is a defensive struggle. And, that's what some people are here for. But I don't think if you tuned into this week's matchup, that's what you were here for. But, hey, you get a treat anyway. So Josh Allen is going to give it here to Devin Singletary, who gets, nothing, no gain on the play, and that'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and man, like you said, if you were coming here for a defensive showcase, you definitely didn't think this was going to be the game to do it. But right now, it's what we're seeing. You brought up those really big numbers by Stephon Diggs in the receiving game. He's pretty much the only option for the Bills so far, at least in receiving.
Allen gives it to Singletary again, who finds a little more yard, but not very much. He gets a gain of 3 before he's absolutely clobbered.
Yeah, and, if this is going to be the Bills' strategy coming out, where they're going to be a little bit passive and run the ball twice and then try to throw it, they're really going to give the Chiefs a real opportunity to come back in this game.
Pistol formation for Josh. First pass of the half. It looked high, but Jamison Crowder was able to bring it down, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you already, just from that set alone, I was able to tell that, I think this Buffalo Bills team is about to look like what we've seen the last 5 weeks, running it twice and then making it on 3rd down. That's kind of what their MO has been in these simulations. And right now, let's see. We might be in for a shootout now.
We will see what happens here as Josh Allen comes out under center in a crooked eye formation. From his own 41, we get another run. Devin Singletary is looking for a hole. There aren't very many to be had.
No, not really. And, again, they're going to keep doing this, and they're going to run it, and then they're going to throw the ball. But we've seen it has worked out for them. So let's really see what this Buffalo Bills team is going to do with that X factor on Josh Allen, still active.
2nd and 9. Josh Allen in the gun. Pump fake. Quick throw. He's got Davis. That's another catch for Gabriel Davis. And he picks up the first down.
So far, we've already seen a throw to Jamison Crowder, a throw to Gabe Davis, more than what we saw in that first half already. So Josh Allen's spreading the ball a little bit more here.
Formation is Allen. He'll take his first snap from inside the Kansas City territory. He'll give it to Devin Singletary, who does find the one hole on the field. Unfortunately, it was filled up quickly, but he does get a gain of 3 on the field.
Yeah, and absolutely laying the hit on there. That looks a little bit more like the Devin Singletary we're used to. So again, want to thank all the people in the comments section here. Fire hype videos. Yeah, thank you, Dante. It was a great halftime. I think that was one of the most hyped halftimes ever.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for the support as well. Rookie running back James Cook takes it for a gain of 5 on the play. Now to bring up 3rd and short, Jake.
Yeah, and again, like we saw in the first half, they're really going to use all 3 of their running backs that they have here, and they've been having success with them.
Allen, big 3rd down here to start the second half. He's getting blitzed. He is going to try the screen, and it just doesn't work, Jake. The screen is not working for anybody.
I think the only time we ever saw the screen work was actually the Steelers pulled off a couple last week. Outside of that, Madden really doesn't seem to have its detection for the screen game going, but that's because
Is this a field goal?
Excuse me?
Holy moly. They kicked the field goal from midfield with Tyler Bass.
The fix is in. The fix is in.
Very questionable play calling by Sean McDermott here.
Yeah, it's Sean McDermott that made that play call. But no, that's still Tyler Bass kicking from there. Maybe in real life could possibly hit that. We've seen him do that pregame sometimes, but you know, in Madden, that leg strength, even at a 99, you're not making that. So that would have probably been a good opportunity to try to pin the Chiefs back really deep. But now you're giving them great field position here, basically at midfield.
So that's now 6 points given up by Sean McDermott on the fake field goal and now on the unnecessary field goal attempt. Patrick Mahomes finds his man, Travis Kelce, for a pickup of 7 on the play.
Yeah, and that's kind of what was missing from the Chiefs in the first half is just kind of using the middle of the field, something that they've done very often in the last few years in their matchups with the Bills. So I'll be curious to see here if they try to implement that a little bit more to be able to take advantage of this Bills defense.
2nd and short, Edwards-Helaire picks it up and more as he takes it down. 11-yard gain on the play, and they are now deep in Bills territory.
Yeah, they are, and right now you can say they're really this deep because the Bills let them go there. So we're really going to see right now some questionable play calling by the Bills, setting the Chiefs up here, who have now seemed to have gotten a little bit of a rhythm, moving the chains there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire again. They'll attack you. This is kind of looking like the Chiefs we expected to see, hitting people over the middle, using the run game effectively. It's kind of what we expected, and we're seeing it here.
Mahomes in the gun. We'll see a run. Helaire finds the hole, and he takes it up for a gain of 4 on the play. And we're seeing a nice little comfortable, methodic drive here for the Chiefs. And that's exactly what you want here, Jake. After throwing 5 first-half interceptions, maybe take the ball out of your quarterback's hand and make it a little easier on him.
Yeah, you can say it's the complete opposite of what we saw in the first half. And right now, you know, Patrick Mahomes being smart, they've changed their game to playing over the middle and running the ball effectively. Right now, it's working.
Mahomes, quick throw, slant, and it works. Jordan Poyer on the stop, but not before the catch was made by Marquez Valdez-Scantling for the first down.
Yeah, now down here at the 15-yard line, the Chiefs, while we saw in the first half, had a lot of trouble here in this type of area trying to punch the ball into the end zone. I have a feeling here they're going to be a little bit more confident.
Mahomes in the gun. He's inside the Bills' red zone. He is, dangerous throw, but he makes the catch there at the 11-yard line, and it'll now be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 here. Again, just a nice short throw. He had 2 guys there. Didn't matter really which one caught it. And right now, Patrick Mahomes has been smart. And, you know, after the weird play calling of the Bills, they're in great position.
Mahomes finds Kelce again. Pick up a 3. And it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 8-yard line. So you can attack the end zone. You get a first down. A lot of options here for Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, definitely. And right now, this is some of the best field position that this Chiefs offense has been in quite a long while, at least in game time.
Mahomes, back to pass.
Boom.
Touchdown. And that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his first touchdown as his Kansas City Chief.
Yeah, and right now you can see the Kansas City Chiefs look like a completely different team than what we saw in the first half, and we're going to see if that continues. But right now we're going to see if the Buffalo Bills are going to be one of those teams that, maybe they're able to still hold on here, and we're going to get the game that we thought we would today with Dane Jackson on the coverage there on Valdez-Scantling. I believe Justus is saying something, but I cannot hear him.
5 first-half interceptions, multiple drives halted, and now they come out on their first drive of the second half. They score a touchdown, and they make it a 3-point game. That's the type of game we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a defensive battle if I've ever seen one. As that was only the 4th touchdown of the game so far.
Yeah, and I really feel like this is going to be a tale of two halves, really, in this game. I feel like both of these teams are really going to come out and be absolutely different than what we saw in that first half, and hopefully for the better so that we can get, the game we truly expected here today. But again, football is football. I'm perfectly fine with a defensive battle, but, the masses really love to see a shootout.
Butker kicks it deep. We will see a return here from Tavon Austin, who takes it down to the 20-yard line. Of course, best to probably take a knee there, but Josh Allen will come out. He'll start the drive from his own 20-yard line, and we talked about it at halftime, Jake. He hasn't been amazing so far in this game, but the Bills' offense have made a lot of great chunk plays, and that has allowed them to put up points.
Yeah, lots of yards after catch here for the Bills' offense, and they've been using their running backs effectively too. So when you have a game when your quarterback isn't doing so well, being able to have a really reliable run game is still something that's very, very important. So we're going to see what the Bills do here right now against this Kansas City Chiefs defense.
Josh Allen in the gun from his own 20. He's got plenty of time. He finds Diggs that time. Looked like it could have been overthrown again, but he's able to extend and make the grab for a gain of 6.
Yeah, and if he's going to keep throwing those balls a little bit errantly and having Stephon Diggs having to extend and get those, that's still pretty dangerous, especially with 2 Chiefs in the area.
Allen in the crooked eye. Give it to the back. Devin Singletary breaks a tackle and picks up the first down on the play.
Yeah, and right here, I'd like to see the Bills put together their own methodical drive to drive down the field and really hammer home that they can still really be the offense that we've seen the last 5 weeks. Just right now, something about today, both of these offenses have really been struggling.
We'll see what happens here on first down. He's under center again. Wow, there was a lot of pressure in his face immediately. I'm not even sure what that play call was.
He took like a 1-step drop, and then the linemen were pretty much already in his face. So very odd play call right there by Ken Dorsey and the offensive staff. So we're going to see here. Maybe they can make up for it here on 2nd and 10.
Allen under center. He gives it to the back, Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary takes it for a gain of 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
And honestly, when in doubt, give it to Devin Singletary at this point. Right now, it seems as though when nothing's working in the passing game, Devin Singletary, you give him the ball, he's going to give you a chunk of yards. And right now, it looks like the Chiefs are giving it to him, so why not take advantage?
3rd and manageable. From his own 34-yard line, Josh Allen's in the gun, or he's under center, drops back the pass. Picks up the first down with Jamison Crowder, but there is a flag on the play, so we'll see what happens.
Let's see. A roughing the passer call on Chris Jones. He's someone who's pretty aware of getting those calls on Josh Allen, just getting a little too aggressive back there to the passer. And right now, the Bills with a new set of downs at the 41-yard line in midfield. They're kind of marching right now, and this is exactly what you need to see if you're the Bills. Even though they're still winning, you need a score on this drive.
11 formation. Josh Allen drops back the pass. He's got Dawson Knox for the completion. A gain of 5 on the play. The 4 on the play.
Yeah, and just to bring up a comment section, if you could give a rating, Justus, on both of these offenses, what would you give? I'd have to have to assume these are some pretty low ratings.
Yeah. I don't think the Bills' offense is necessarily playing badly. I give them like a 5. I think Josh Allen's not playing well. The Chiefs' offense is not playing well altogether. So I give them like a 3.
Yeah, if it was out of 10, I'd probably give probably a 5 and a 3 as well. I like E Griff in the comment section as well. Bills C minus, Chiefs D. That's pretty much. I can see the Chiefs kind of bringing it back. Maybe D plus for them right now after they just scored right there. So we're gonna see. We still got a lot of time left in this game, but yeah, right now both these offenses really not really not passing with flying colors
At all. But it is 3rd and 3 here for Josh Allen and his offense. We'll see if they can pick it up here. Being inside the Chiefs' 34-yard line. This might actually be a reasonable field goal, so we'll see what happens. Josh Allen's in the gun. 4-man rush. Oh, my goodness. He misses Stephon Diggs again for a first down.
This is putrid, what we're seeing here. The accuracy for a 95 overall quarterback. I'm not sure what is going on, and we're going to see Josh Allen on the field still.
They're going for it. Jumbo formation here with Zach Moss in the backfield. A sweet play.
He's gonna get it.
Picks up the first down. Stiff arm. He's going more. He takes it down inside the 20-yard line. And if you would have told me what play they were doing before they did it, I would have called him an idiot. But they do pick up the first down.
And there you go, Zach Moss. We've said it. Each of these running backs that we've seen here today, they have all 3 of them have had their strengths. And right there's Zach Moss in a pivotal moment here on this drive. Josh Allen really struggling, and we're going to see just the Bills get another good set of downs.
So a break for the Buffalo Bills, and they are now running the ball with Zach Moss again. He's making most of his runs. He gets a gain of 3 on the play, and not much more because there wasn't very much more to be had.
Not really, but 2nd and 7 here. The Bills just kind of methodically moving down the field, picking up that 4th down. They're really marching. They're taking a lot of time off the clock here as well, moving this game forward. And we're going to see what they do here. But I would like to see, maybe a shot to the end zone here at 2nd and 7. They're on the 16-yard line. Go for it.
We'll see what happens here. Josh Allen comes out in the pistol. They're giving it to Singletary, and he runs into 2 red jerseys. That'll be a pickup of 3 on the play. 3rd and manageable coming up.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable here. We're going to see, in the same position, the Kansas City Chiefs didn't just go for the first down. They went for the whole thing to go for 7. So we're going to see what Josh Allen does right here.
Allen. Big 3rd down here. He drops back to pass. He finds Diggs this time. That one is accurate. Josh Allen just over 50% passing today. Diggs with his 8th catch of the day, and that takes the Bills to the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and right here, you can get as creative as you want to. You want to run the ball with Josh Allen's legs. We've seen them do that. You want to punch it in with Devin Singletary. They've done that. Or you want to do a quick slant to any one of your receivers, do that as well. The Buffalo Bills in the red zone, at least this year, have been one of the most efficient in the league.
We got another jumbo formation, another sweet play. Zach Moss is going to get in there. That's a touchdown for the Buffalo Bills, and that was very much needed as it looked like the Chiefs were making a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah, and it looks like Madden has really flipped the switch, and, we'll see what the Chiefs do here, but that was a much-needed score for the Buffalo Bills to now make it a little bit harder for these Chiefs to climb out of this hole. And, even though the hole's not that deep, if the Bills can just keep ahead just by a little bit, they'll escape this one with a win today.
Key blocks on the play by Gilliam and Sweeney, and the Bills will take a 10-point lead here in the 3rd quarter. 4-minute drive, 3 rushes for 20 yards for Zach Moss. So a really big spark plug needed there on that drive for an offense that was getting a little stagnant.
Definitely a bit stagnant, but you got to love that Sean McDermott said, hey, I'm just gonna use all three of these running backs, and we're gonna go down the field. And what happened? Zach Moss basically saving the play on the fourth down, and then saving the drive on the fourth down, and then making the touchdown. Like, you couldn't write it any better. Right now, these Buffalo Bills running backs are really the heart and soul of their offense in the second half already.
Bass will kick it deep, and we will see a return here. He'll take it out to the 21-yard line of his own Kansas City Chiefs. And Patrick Mahomes, until the game ends, we have to say it, 5 interceptions today, but the last drive, he was perfect, and they did go and score the touchdown.
Yeah, again, a complete flip of what we saw in the first half with Patrick Mahomes. We're going to see here, like I told you at halftime, I really can't envision a situation where the Kansas City and the programming of the game don't flip it to where they try to find some different ways to attack this Bills defense.
Mahomes under center with trips right from his own 21. He drops back the pass. He finds his man. That'll be Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's to pick up a 7 on the play. This Bills defensive line was getting a lot of pressure early. Not so much anymore.
No, and just a few key adjustments and finding what way you're going to switch your protections. And right now, the Kansas City Chiefs giving their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, way more time than he had in that first half, and maybe that's what's contributing to the more success.
Mahomes starts back the pass. He dumps it off to his safety net. Again, that's another catch for Clyde Edwards-Helaire out the backfield.
Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire just going to continue to be that guy underneath that Patrick Mahomes can throw to pick up those easy yards, especially in short yardage situations where he's just trying to get that first down.
Mahomes from his own 32, he drops back the pass. He's using his legs. Ooh. He got a man. That's Valdez-Scantling again for the gain of 30 on the play.
And a lot of people said MVS, Aaron Rodgers is what helped make this man. But right now he's out there proving he is a real reliable target. And right here you're going to see Patrick Mahomes making the play with his legs and being able to find MVS in that open space. And honestly, if he's not tracked down there, then he might be going to the house on that play.
If Scantling doesn't have to leave his feet, he might be able to keep going and score on that play, but we'll see what they can do here on first down. They'll give it to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Great block by Mecole Hardman as Helaire takes it inside the red zone. He's down inside the 20, and that's at the Bills' 16-yard line. Promising drive here from the Kansas City Chiefs.
100%. It looks like they've completely found what they need to do here. Again, just great block by Mecole Hardman there, and Edwards-Helaire just able to get out there in space, make some moves, and now with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, the Kansas City Chiefs are rolling here on the 16-yard line.
Mahomes is in the gun. First down is at the 6-yard line. Mahomes tries a screenplay, doesn't work. Anytime you see that much pressure in the quarterback's face that fast, it's probably a screen.
Probably a screen, and if it's in Madden, it's not going to be completed. Unless you're the Steelers for some reason, but you know how that is.
2nd and 10, ball from the 16. Mahomes passing. Mahomes finds Helaire again for his 10th catch of the game, and he gets the first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Kansas City is knocking on the door.
They're knocking on the door, and this efficient offense is what we've been waiting to see from the Kansas City Chiefs all day. Patrick Mahomes with the superstar X Factor. We're going to see what's going on here.
Mahomes under center. He's giving it to his running back, but Helaire, he picks up a gain of 2 on the play, so not much great stuff there from the Bills' defensive front.
Yeah, definitely. They know that Clyde Edwards-Helaire is on a heater right now, so they're definitely going to want to use him as much as possible. But they also need to look out for him in the backfield as well, as he's been dangerous there too.
Mahomes with the man in motion. Sweet. Not today, says the veteran linebacker, first ballot Hall of Famer Von Miller with the stop for the loss.
And Gaming with A said it in the comments section. Haven't seen Von Miller as much as I thought I would today. Well, there he is right there, absolutely sniffing out the play and stopping Edwards-Helaire from possibly going in and getting 6.
It seems like anytime someone says something about a player, they immediately make a play. That's pretty funny. Mahomes, 5 wide. He's in the gun. From his own 9, it's 3rd and goal. A touchdown here would be tremendous for the Chiefs offense. He's under pressure. He finds his man, but only for a gain of 5. And unless this is for 4-down territory, it looks like we'll probably see the field goal team come on. What do you do here if you're Andy Reid, Jake?
Well, you got a couple of options. Honestly, I would say that you're only 10 points down. Do you really want to risk not getting any points here? Or do you want to get just the 3 so that the next time you're on the field, you can get to 7 and tie it up and just hope that your defense does it? And it looks like that is what Andy Reid is going to do, sending Harrison Butker out on the field.
So we'll see what the Chiefs do, as they will kick the field goal, or at least the field goal team is on the field. Harrison Butker, the kick is up, and it is good. It is a 1-score game here in Kansas City. Arrowhead Stadium is rocking. The Buffalo Bills are up on the Kansas City Chiefs of a score 24 to 17, as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a good game on our hands.
We do, and of course, make sure to subscribe to the Buffalo FAMbase YouTube channel if you're here with us, if you want to watch these games every single week, if you're not already. And make sure to hit that bell notification icon, because you know what that does? That helps you know whenever all this great content is coming out. So make sure you do that. And if you're watching on social media, go follow the Buffalo FAMbase. You know, they're one of the best pages to follow in Bills Mafia. And of course, they're the OG Bills Mafia. So why wouldn't you want to be a part of that?
Tavon Austin brings it from the 1-yard line. He gets a gain of about 21, net -3, as they can't get back to the 25-yard line. But Josh Allen will step back out onto the field. And the Bills scored a touchdown on their last drive. We'll see what they can do on this one. Josh Allen does have 287 passing yards, so not a great game, but also not a horrible game.
Yeah, really a middling game here. Again, we've seen it from both of these teams. Right now, at least Kansas City's been on a little bit more, but right now, Josh Allen, as long as he can just mitigate mistakes, which he hasn't really done much of this game, having mistakes. So we'll see what he can do here.
Well, Allen with a laser to Dawson Knox, and it falls incomplete. Had a little bit of pressure on his face.
Yeah, he did, and just put it a little bit too far out in front of Dawson Knox, not able to get that catch in there. And right now, you know, Josh Allen, probably good that he got rid of that ball where he could, because, you know, you just don't want to make mistakes here in a 1-score game position.
Under center, we got a play action, and Chris Jones is in the backfield immediately. He puts Josh Allen on the ground, and that'll bring up 3rd and 18.
Yeah, I need to stop saying things here like, you know, you don't want to take that sack and then, you know, make a mistake in a 1-score game. And what happens? 3 seconds, Chris Jones, sack. So, you know, we really need to see what Josh Allen's going to do right here, 3rd and 18. You know, see one of these receivers step up and really make a giant play.
Josh Allen drops back to pass. He's using his legs, and he misses his back out of the backfield. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. The Buffalo Bills lead the Kansas City Chiefs 24-17. However, the Kansas City defense just forced a 3-and-out from Buffalo's offense, and Patrick Mahomes will come back onto the field after he's leading his team down the field to score a field goal on the last drive. He'll now get an opportunity to tie up the football game. We'll see what happens there. What do you think is going to happen, Jay? Is this offense ready to put more points on the board, or do you think we might see, you know, more of what we saw in the first half?
It looks like we've really seen some sort of a great special teams play right there. Matt Moore not getting anything, but also we're really going to see that. I think this defense is really going to turn it up, but I think this offense has kind of figured out what is working right now, and we need to see the defense make some sort of adjustments, because right now Kansas City is absolutely rolling, and I can't envision them not being able to just march down the field again and score and tie this ball game.
We'll see if they can do just that. Patrick Mahomes is under center, trips left from his own 38-yard line. He drops back the pass. He's using his legs. He throws it across field, and it's completed to McCole Hardman. What a throw from the former MVP.
And, I know he's on the sideline there, but you can just see Tremaine Edmonds watch the ball go over there. Wide open there on the field, and you get to see Patrick Mahomes throw across his body. That's kind of what he's known for, being able to make dynamic plays like that maybe other quarterbacks can't.
Mahomes is in the gun. He draws back the pass. X factor on. He finds his man. Teron Johnson with the stop. 3-yard gain on the play from Mahomes to Juju Smith-Schuster.
And again, we've seen a lot of these, different options really get involved with the Kansas City Chiefs. Like we mentioned at the beginning of the game, just losing Tyreek Hill, a lot more of these guys needed to get involved. And MVS has done it. Juju's had a few good plays. And we've even seen Travis Kelce just be the Travis Kelce we know.
Mahomes drops back the pass. He finds Kelce again. That's a completed pass. Pick up a 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, and everybody, again, just has, it's very spread out. Usually this is something we see from the Bills' perspective, but right now we're seeing the Kansas City Chiefs taking that playbook out, and everybody's just getting involved. Everybody's getting the yards, and especially Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes gives it to his back, and Edwards-Helaire, and that actually is not enough for a first down, and that puts the Chiefs in a very interesting position as they are at the Buffalo 38. They're down by 7. It's 4th and 1. Do you punt here? Do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
I would say in real life, Andy Reid and this team, they are definitely going for it, but right here I could still see them easily punting the ball. Oh, they're doing it.
Comes out in the crooked eye. We've got multiple linemen on the field, and the Buffalo Bills get the stop. The rookie, Terrell Bernard, with his second huge play of the football game. First a pick 6, and now a 4th down stop on 4th and 1. He fills the gap perfectly.
Yeah, just great play shooting in there and stopping the fullback from going on and getting that first down. Bills in great position here to possibly put another 7 up on the board and make this game even further out of reach for the Kansas City Chiefs.
If you're a fan of 28 or 29 quarterbacks in this league, then you're probably happy with Josh Allen's stats today. 17-32 for 290 and 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But I don't think Josh Allen's happy with this. As one of, if not the best quarterback in the league, I think he's got to be disappointed. But Devin Singletary does pick up a nice chunk of yards on the first play. That'll be a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and you definitely know that this kid, even if he does have a game and they still win, he sees his stats and he knows how he plays and he's able to acknowledge it, and he always grows from it. So even though they won the game, that's still not enough for a guy like Josh Allen. He wants to be able to put the best version of himself out on the field, and he knows when that's not out there.
In the gun from his own 44. Allen gives it to Cook, and Cook takes it for a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and right here, look, you're just going to see the Buffalo Bills continue to run the ball, throw the ball efficiently, and right now they're kind of just in full control here. So why not just run down the clock? Because if they take this drive and they end it with 7, as long as they took 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, they're going to be happy with themselves.
3rd and 2. Another big 3rd down. We get another run. This time the team picks it up. Devin Singletary, with maybe his best run of the game, picks up the first down a little bit more, takes it inside Chiefs territory.
Yeah, makes a nice cut and gets a few more yards off of it as well. Devin Singletary, again, you can't say enough about all these running backs that we've seen here today. They have all been effective. And right now, maybe Buffalo Bills fans don't think, but these guys are always wanting to move. So you're going to see it here. Devin Singletary gets it, hits the hole, makes a cut, and gets about 3 or 4 more yards. And right now we're going to see, what are the Buffalo Bills going to do here? Is this their plan of attack? Are they really going to just keep riding the run game? Or are they going to, air it out a little bit more as we've seen in years past and weeks past? We'll see here.
Allen gives it back to the back. James Cook finds a hole this time. He picks up the first down.
The flag.
But there is a flag on the play. Looks like it might be coming back.
This is going to be an illegal block in the back on Jamison Crowder. So that's going to be about a 10-yard penalty for the Bills, I believe.
We will replay first down, although the penalty did come about 10 yards ahead of where the original line of scrimmage was. So it's essentially basically replaying first down. Josh Allen from his own 44, not his own 44, the Chiefs 44, excuse me. He's giving it to his running back, Devin Singletary, and he can't quite get there, but he does pick up a gain of 2 on the play.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what Devin Singletary is right now. And as you can see, this clock just keeps ticking down for these Kansas City Chiefs. And if the Bills are just going to keep being able to efficiently run it, the Kansas City Chiefs might find themselves with no time.
Allen gives it to his man again. He gets the first down and a lot more. Devin Singletary takes it down to the 25-yard line, and he's approaching the 75-yard mark on the day. Didn't start off too great, but he's actually had a pretty good game so far.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks, we've been saying what happened to Devin Singletary, making these being able to make these plays, find the open space. And the first few weeks of the season, we were going off and lauding him. And now, we're seeing the Buffalo Bills give him the ball a little bit more, and he's taking advantage of it, which is something we knew he could do.
Offset, crooked eye formation. They're giving it to Singletary again, and not quite a breakthrough, but he does pick up a couple.
Yeah, he does. And just to continue to say, he's possibly he probably is the most dynamic running back that the Bills have when they give him the most amount of carries, which is something we've seen over the last couple of years. Everybody's knocked the Bills for not really having a run game, but if you give Devin Singletary the majority of the snaps we saw at the end of last season, he can make plays.
Allen drops back to pass, throw over the middle. He's got his man, the third-year man out of UCF, Gabriel Davis, for the catch.
Yeah, and again, he's been pretty quiet this game, and the Kansas City Chiefs have been very, very good in being able to hold down anybody who's maybe not named Stephon Diggs. But right there, Josh Allen just able to perfectly find Gabe Davis over the middle of the field. And right there, perfect extension to get that. And right now, the Bills set up in great territory here on the 6-yard line of the Kansas City Chiefs.
First and goal. Touchdowns only from here on out. Josh Allen drops back the pass. He's got Dawson Knox open for the touchdown, and he misses him.
I mean, Dawson Knox, to be fair, did not even try to catch that football. But, he led him a little too far. Second and goal, did one. That's a missed opportunity there. We've seen quite a few of those this game, but, still a couple more downs.
Touchdown if they can connect there. Josh Allen using his legs. He goes in, and Gabriel Davis again. That's his 4th catch of the game, and he's got a touchdown, and he puts the Buffalo Bills up by 2 scores.
Yeah, he does. And right now, you got to think the way the Buffalo Bills drove down the field and ate up so much clock. You can't just say how well of a organized drive that was, because not only did they end in 7, but they took a great amount of time off the clock. Now with the Kansas City Chiefs down 2 scores, you got to assume that if Kansas City scores, which maybe they do, we have to assume that the Buffalo Bills are going to have the same plan of attack, and they're going to just keep running the ball.
Tyler Bass knocks it through to make it 31-17. And to your point, Jake, now it's a 2-touchdown lead with 9 minutes left. We've seen how fast this game has been moving, especially with Buffalo Bills running the ball as efficiently as they have. They're able to milk the clock, and the Chiefs need a touchdown here badly.
very, very badly. And I don't know what this is going to do. We put it up on the 17 plus 13 equals 6. I'm not a math major, so I'm not going to even look and try to make sense of that at all. But yes, it does mean that 17 to 13 equals 6, 17 to 14 equals 6, and apparently 17 to 82, Jamison Crowder, if you've been watching the last few weeks, also equals 6. Justus.
Hey, math is math, and it works the way it works for whatever reason, but it all made sense to me. We will see what Patrick Mahomes is able to do here on this crucial drive. This pretty much will tell us, who wins the game. Not exactly, but it'll be a good indication here. If this were ESPN, you'd have the win probability, and the win probability was for the Bills would be pretty high right now. So we'll see what happens here.
You say the Bills win probabilities at about 70.
That's a fair number. In the gun. Drops back to pass. Ooh. He's getting taken down. The second-year pro out of Miami, Gregory Rousseau.
And you got to say right there, Mahomes just trying to buy time in the pocket, and Gregory Rousseau bullying the offensive lineman there and getting back to Patrick Mahomes. And, that's something we've seen in the couple of years that Gregory Rousseau has played against the Kansas City Chiefs. He has a knack for getting back there to Patrick Mahomes every now and then.
From the gun, 2nd and 19. Plenty of time. Ooh. He's got the first down. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with the first down. He picks up a gain of 25 on the play, and they are now working with fire.
They are, and right now the clock's ticking down. Maybe they want to, up their tempo a little bit more, but getting a huge play right there by MVS. Again, kind of one of the MVS being the MVP possibly for their passing game right now. And, we're going to see what the Chiefs do, but they got to remember this clock keeps on ticking.
Mahomes gives it to Hilaire, and that will just take more time off the clock as they get a gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, and running the ball, I understand Hilaire has been a great option for them in this game, but now being down 2 scores, maybe try to focus a little bit more on getting these short throws and just trying to march down the field and not just get these little tiny chunk plays with running the ball.
Mahomes draws back the pass. He finds an accurate throw over to Juju Smith-Schuster. He was being covered by Tremaine Edmonds, but Boo Boo Schuster makes the play anyway.
Yeah, he does. And, I mean, you can't even say there's great defense by Tremaine Edmonds kind of right there, but just not being able to keep up with Juju Smith-Schuster, just one leg length behind him, and Juju getting the perfect ball placement from Patrick Mahomes and being able to take advantage of it. And if he's able to keep his feet in bounds, that might be 6.
Mahomes is in the gun from the Bills, 38. He drops back the pass. The screenplay works this time, but also doesn't work because Big Ed Oliver is there to sniff it out.
Again, we haven't really seen a lot of giant plays from this Bills defensive line. We've seen a lot of pressure, which is something that they're used to and kind of done very, very well the last few years. But this year we've seen a lot of big plays from their defensive line. And right now, this game, we haven't really seen as much, especially from Ed Oliver. Been pretty quiet today.
2nd and 14. The Chiefs come out in the gun. Travis Kelce in the slot. Mahomes is back to pass. He's getting blitzed. He finds McCole Hartman on the sideline, and that's a pickup for first down.
And the clock just keeps on ticking and keeps on ticking. So we're going to see what happens here. But right now, Kaiir Elam with his first tackle on the day that we've really seen being able to come in and stop. But one thing's for certain, if you're not really hearing much of the name of a cornerback, that's probably a good thing. That means they're not making a lot of mistakes.
I was just gonna say that if you only has one, your rookie only has one tackle through the first quarter, that means this man probably hasn't been catching very many passes. Patrick Mahomes finds Juju Smith-Schuster. He takes it inside the Bills' 10-yard line, and the Chiefs are in scoring position. Jake, Boo-Boo Schuster has been very good today.
He has been, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling right there, 114 yards, just right over the middle there.
That's sorry.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's like I said, MVS has been the MVP of the passing game right now, and you've had Edwards-Helaire in the backfield, and MVS really coming in and proving he can be one of those guys.
Mahomes with not a single interception here in the second half. He's using his feet. Ooh, he slides down at the 2-yard line. That'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. But like I said, Patrick Mahomes hasn't thrown a single interception here in the second half. But he does have a little bit of work cut out for him as he needs 2 scores.
Yeah, definitely. I could see maybe towards the end of the game, this clock just keeps on ticking down, and there doesn't seem to be any sense of urgency from the Kansas City Chiefs here.
5 wide. Mahomes in the gun. Blitz. Easy. Touchdown. Chiefs.
And if you're going to blitz like that, you're going to leave somebody there open. And right there was Jennings able to get that touchdown. And just to finish my thought, Patrick Mahomes, now with 5 minutes left in the Bills, still having a possession of the ball. I could see maybe some more shots down the field, kind of like what we saw at the beginning of the game. And maybe that will result in an interception. But right now, very, very careful with the ball Patrick Mahomes has been.
Jake, even after this touchdown here, as Harrison Butker puts the field goal up and it's good, even after the touchdown here, if you're Patrick Mahomes, you had 2 prime positions to get points, 2 prime opportunities to get points in the first half, and you ended those drives with interceptions. How much do those hurt right now?
They definitely hurt. Being able to go and be basically 2 scores up, so they'd be at 38 points? Possibly. I don't know, Matt. Yeah, 38 points. Right now you'd be winning this game right now, and Buffalo would be the ones that have to try to march down the field and take the shots. But right now, Buffalo just in complete control. And even though the Kansas City Chiefs do score right there, that first half is really coming back to haunt them.
Butker kicks it deep. We will see a return here from Tavon Austin as he brings it out of the end zone. He gets it up to the 22-yard line to make it the 23-yard line and no more, as the special teams play is made by the Kansas City Chiefs. And Josh Allen's coming back onto the field. He's up over 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, better than 50% passing. So the numbers have evened out, but still, if you watch the game, you're dissatisfied with this play so far.
Yeah, it's been a pretty average day for Josh Allen. Not really, what we've been able to see from him of what his top level of play can be.
Crooked eye. Counter play goes nowhere. Devin Singletary meet Frank Clark.
Yeah, Frank Clark, first tackle of the day, getting back there to Devin Singletary. And right now, if the Bills don't think that this Kansas City Chiefs team is riled up right now to try to have a chance to get back in it, they're not going to be able to just keep doing the same formula of running with Devin Singletary right up the middle. They're going to have to switch it up a little bit here.
Allen is in the gun. It's 2nd and 12. He's going to throw. 4-man rush. He's stepping out of the pocket. He's using his legs. And he slides down at the 43-yard line, but not after a gain of 23 on the play.
And just great awareness by Josh Allen to slide down in bounds and just keep that clock ticking, because he knows the best way to escape right here is to just control all aspects of the game, and the clock, the most important one here right now.
Josh Allen, it's a very high football IQ to slide there as we come up under 4 minutes here left in this game. The Buffalo Bills have all 3 of their timeouts. So do the Kansas City Chiefs, but the Chiefs might have to start burning them here as we get a play action fake. Josh Allen has plenty of time, and he finds Dawson Knox wide open by himself. he did end up going out of bounds, but after a game of 25 on the play, you kind of are okay with it.
Yeah, you're okay with it. Right now, you're in good position. I mean, right now, you're almost in field goal range. Like, you can put it up again, and then you can really just put it out of question for the Kansas City Chiefs. So, the Bills just in great position overall right here. What a great play there and a great throw by Josh Allen.
Josh Allen under center. Probably see some run here. Devin Singletary, we see exactly that. And it is now 2nd and 7. Ball on the Kansas City 25.
Yeah, and you brought it up. Maybe Kansas City wants to burn a couple of timeouts here because right now we're just slowly ticking down towards the 2-minute warning, and the Chiefs could possibly be down 2 scores.
Josh Allen in the gun.
So much time. Look at
Using
that.
his legs. He's out of the pocket again. He scrambles down to the 8-yard line. He gets inside the Chiefs 10 and he slides down. That's a first down from one of the best running quarterbacks in the league outside of Lamar Jackson. I'm not sure who's better.
Yeah, I can't really name, maybe Kyler Murray if you want to put it up there, but right there, they're up in those upper echelons of running quarterbacks. Josh Allen, though, has something that another one of those two guys have, and he is the size of a linebacker with that speed.
Allen is under center from his own 10-yard line, from the Chiefs 10 line, excuse me. Clock draining. Pass. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills. And that is a very, very unfortunate touchdown for the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs still do have 3 timeouts. If they can score a touchdown quickly, they have an opportunity. But that is very demoralizing if you're a Chiefs fan, Jake.
Yeah, that's a big dagger right there, and I bet the Kansas City Chiefs wish they had more than 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to be able to get back here and possibly score again. Of course, we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes pull some miracles before, obviously, but we're going to see this a tough task right here with down 2 scores with only 2 minutes left, a little over 2 minutes left. But also a big thing to remember is that they have the 2-minute warning on top of 3 timeouts. So technically almost like 4 timeouts for the Chiefs.
Absolutely. And so we will see if they're able to capitalize on that as Tyler Bass gets set to kick it off. And Patrick Mahomes, again, like Jake said, we've seen him do some crazy things, some miracles. This one might be tough, but we shall see what happens as the return man brings it out. Should not have rung it out. He gets it down to the 16-yard line.
And again, just look at that. The Buffalo Bills, being able to cover Travis Kelce today, that's one of the big reasons why Kansas City struggled in the first half, and they were able to kind of get him in at the beginning of the second half, but the linebacking core of the Bills really learning, especially Matt Milano, covering Travis Kelce and keeping him almost as a non-factor in this game.
From his own 16-yard line, Patrick Mahomes will start his drive with 5 wide. Matt Mahomes drops back the pass. 3-man rush. He's using his feet. First down. And he slides down at the 33-yard line. So the Buffalo Bills drop 8 men in coverage, but they forget about the quarterback.
They forget about the quarterback, but again, they're going to be willing to keep Patrick Mahomes in the middle of the field and try to just let him take those minutes down as he runs the ball and keep him in bounds. They're really just playing the clock right now, and they don't want to give up any big plays over the top.
So we come here to the 2-minute warning. The Kansas City Chiefs have a lot of ground to make up. They're down by 14 points, a score of Buffalo 38, Kansas City 24. Patrick Mahomes has the football at his own 33-yard line. 2 minutes left. We'll see what happens. This is where Hall of Famers are made. Patrick Mahomes is in the gun. 5 wide. A little bit of pressure. He's using his legs. He's going deep. Oh, it looked like it could have been caught It was just mistimed by the receiver.
It was mistimed and maybe a little bit too far there for the receiver as well. Just overthrew him a little bit.
The receiver
and
was stopped completely. He could have went further. That was a bad play by the receiver.
Yeah, that was a bad play. Now, minute 52 left, 2nd and 10. We're going to see here what the Kansas City Chiefs doing, but taking a shot down there, that tells you they know how urgent it is, that they got to score quick.
2nd and 10. We will see if the Chiefs are able to do just that. Mahomes drops back the pass, quick throw over the middle. That's Juju Smith-Schuster with the grab, and that takes the 15 seconds off the clock for 7 yards there, Jake.
Yeah, and right here you'd like to see, some timeouts or some no huddles. There we go. The Chiefs need to understand how important it is. They got to go down and score fast, and then they got to hope possibly that they can stop the Bills or maybe even recover an onside kick. But right now, the Chiefs in desperation mode.
Mahomes drops back the pass. And he finds Juju Smith-Schuster over on the sideline. And that'll put Mahomes up over 400 yards passing today. So he did have 5 first half interceptions, but he's been playing a pretty solid second half here, Jake.
Yeah, and his real problem really was they had a few great methodical drives in the first half that just ended in interceptions in the end zone. Very unfortunate. But Patrick Mahomes here today has put on some good numbers, as we see the power saving mode on the PlayStation 5 this was recording in has now blocked out the score.
Mahomes using his legs, picking up the first down and getting out of bounds. Great play by Patrick Mahomes. You'd like to see this a little bit earlier, but hey, you're getting it now.
Yeah, and I got to make sure we're going to see the end of the game here for this. Again, if you wanted any more proof that we do not watch these games beforehand, I don't even know if this game, the ending plays with the power saving mode. I don't sit here and watch these games. They get recorded and thrown on a thumb drive. So I'm going to check here real quick for us and make sure we can see the ending.
Sounds good. Patrick Mahomes drops back the pass. He throws it to his safety net, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but that one falls incomplete. And Patrick Mahomes has been just really hot and cold. He started off the game extremely cold, like Antarctica freezing, and now he is, a little more Maryland, North Carolina-ish. We'll see if he can turn into Florida weather here soon. As Patrick Mahomes steps up into the pocket, he's using his legs again, and he's going to fall short just before he gets the first down. And that clock is going to continue to run here. It'll be 3rd and 2 for this Kansas City offense.
Yeah, not great here again. Taking the slide, you're kind of wondering, what are they doing here? They're going to run the no huddle, and I did make sure we are going to see the end of this game. So we are all good.
Sounds good. He steps up to the pass again. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling for the pickup, and that'll take him down to the 20-yard line, and we should see another no huddle here from this Chiefs offense.
That we should, and if we don't, pretty much you just see that clock up there. It just keeps on ticking, and right now, down 2 scores, this game's pretty much over.
There's the no huddle. Patrick Mahomes drops back the pass. No pressure. Great throw. Travis Kelce over to the sideline to the 7, and it seems like it could be over, but we've seen crazier things happen. A touchdown here. And if they can recover an onside kick, then they have an opportunity. As we see a booth review here for this catch, but it looked pretty.
Yeah,
it looked pretty. I was pretty confident.
Yeah, he taps that second toe right there when he gets possession of the ball. Let's see if we can get a different angle here of it. Nope. Okay, never mind then.
As we await the call from our head official, Ed Hockley.
It's 1st and goal. They're going to uphold it.
So, like Jake said, they're going to uphold the call on the field. And Patrick Mahomes will get an opportunity from his own 7-yard line. First and goal. Patrick Mahomes in the gun. He's getting under pressure. Daquan Jones with a sack after having an amazing day with tackles for losses. He gets a sack this time.
Yeah, and just look at, that's what I said. I talked about the Buffalo Bills defensive line not really having a lot of, splash plays like we've seen in weeks prior, but in reality, there we go. Daquan Jones going back there and making a huge play, making the Chiefs burn a timeout, and now they're in worse field position.
Mahomes. Back to pass. He's sacked again by Daquan Jones.
Look at that. Buffalo, 4 sacks on the day. And right now, Daquan Jones said, no, they brought me here. I'm putting this game away. 13 seconds. Don't even bring it up anymore. You ain't going to have any time. Here's 2 sacks for you.
Third and goal from his own 20-yard line with 18 seconds left in the game. Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass. He's going to the end zone, and that's
there it is.
Interception. Second interception on the day for the captain, Jordan Poyer. And that is how this one is going to end. The Buffalo Bills come into Arrowhead a second year in a row, and they put a whooping on the Kansas City Chiefs. This Bills defense makes Patrick Mahomes' life tough again, Jake.
Yes, they do. And right here, we're going to see the Buffalo Bills going to take the victory position. And you got to just love to see it again. We saw the heartbreak that they had in the playoffs last year in this same spot. And they were ready to avenge it. They came in here. Josh Allen didn't play his best game. Now he gets to take this knee here. And while this is a little bit of a victory for them, it's still only the regular season. These two teams probably will meet again in the postseason.
As they have in each of the previous 2 seasons, Jake. Each of the previous 2 seasons have ended with the Kansas City Chiefs sending the Buffalo Bills home. But, hey, not today. They will send the Bills home, but they'll send them home with a W as the Buffalo Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 38-24. Patrick Mahomes with a 6 interception game and is taking pictures on the football field with the opposing team. 61 attempts for Patrick Mahomes today, Jake.
That is insane. But, it's kind of, par for the course. I got to believe that's their bread and butter. They throw the ball. That's what they do. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all there. Josh Allen, again, 21-37. Not the best day from Josh Allen, but those 6 interceptions from Patrick Mahomes really did them in, and that's why they lost this game here today.
You have to imagine that's why they lost the game today. Without the 6 interceptions, you have maybe, a high score at the very least. That's 6 points you missed out on with 2 field goals there for the interceptions. One of them came on first down from like his own 3-yard line or something like that. So you had to imagine that there would have been more opportunity for points if not for 6 interceptions. And that's huge. Just can't have that happen if you're a franchise quarterback.
No, you really can't. And, that's what made the difference in this game. And, they would have escaped with a W today had that first half not really gone down the way that it did. And, now, of course, as a Kansas City Chief fan, you don't like to see that. But again, still a good game in the end. And, these 2 teams, again, I'm sure we will see them in the postseason again. We won't. Obviously, we're not simming the postseason. But, we'll see this regular season matchup. I don't know if I see it exactly going down this way. I don't really see Patrick Mahomes in real life throwing 6 interceptions, but, maybe, who knows?
And versus this Bills defense, you never know if the pass rush is, available. Or I'm sorry, if it's as dominant as we think it might be. Hey, you could see, Patrick Mahomes have a little less time. He doesn't have to have Tyreek Hill anymore. Of course, I don't expect a 6 interception game, but maybe he might struggle more than people might expect.
Yeah. Just for anybody who's wondering, in real life, the next week after the Kansas City Chiefs game is a bye week, but as far as I know, we're not really going to take we're not going to take a bye week because we have this perfectly planned out for a week. So next week, Sunday Night Football, Green Bay Packers coming into town. Aaron Rodgers coming in. It's going to be a great game next week, man.
Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Of course, they're in the same boat as the Kansas City Chiefs, losing their star wide receiver in Devontae Adams. We will see how the reigning two-time MVP Aaron Rodgers.
They don't even have MVS anymore now either.
They don't even have MVS. We'll see how the reigning two-time MVP Aaron Rodgers can cope with his new receiving core, and if they'll be able to get it done versus this Bills defense, who didn't look hot in the beginning of the season, but they just put a whooping on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they did. They did for sure. So if you want to close this out here, we'll get everybody back on with their Sunday. Hopefully, they got a little enjoyment of watching this game here.
Before we do close it out, my man DH, shout out to everybody in the comment section. You guys are awesome. My man DH does have a question. He says, Bill 6-0. Could you see us, Jake Jordan, being 6-0 in real life?
Yeah, I could. So we kind of did our show first round bye when we went over the whole schedule and kind of did like our predictions and everything. Every single game is winnable. That's the kind of position that the Bills are in. So yeah, 6-0. I could see them being 6-0. They could be that. Will they? I don't know. Maybe. Like that's the thing. Maybe they'll be 6-0. Maybe they'll be 5-1. Again, that home opener against the Rams, I'm a little, trepidatious about. But other than that, every other game is winnable. Each of these teams that we go against, the Bills have a team that's on par or even better than them. And with the quarterback we have and the way they're playing, I don't foresee a lot of dubs or L's, for the Buffalo Bills. So yeah, there's not really anybody on the Buffalo Bills schedule that makes me go, yeah, I'm scared of them. And honestly, this is the real kind of gauntlet of our schedule, because after Green Bay, it's a pretty light schedule after that. People, if you know the schedule, it goes after Green Bay, it's Jets, Vikings, Browns. Maybe they'll have Deshaun Watson. Maybe they won't. Who knows? Lions, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, Bears, Bengals is maybe the last one that makes you go, okay, maybe. And then the Patriots again in the last week of the season, which honestly, that game's TBD on the schedule. That game's only TBD because for some reason the schedule makers think that the New England Patriots are going to be a team challenging for the division again this year. So yeah, not really that hard of a schedule after Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean, we will see what happens. Could the Bills go 16-0? We'll see. But the Bills are playing well right now. Josh Allen didn't have a great game, but he did enough to give his team the victory over those Kansas City Chiefs who have played these guys for a very long time. And they were able to get it done today here in Arrowhead to improve to 6-0. We want to thank you guys for joining us today and joining this broadcast of Buffalo FAMbase Madden NFL 2022. Buffalo Bills regular season. And it has been an awesome show. And we thank you guys for coming through and hanging out with us in the comment section. You guys know we appreciate every single like, comment, subscription, share, post, tweet, retweet, all the support you guys give us. We appreciate all of it because we do it for you. This is, were you going to say something?
Slap the like button.
Slap it. Tap it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Tap. No, shine the bell, slap the like button, really punch that subscribe button, and then shine the bell. Shine that bell icon.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So for my man Jake Jordan, I'm Justice General Radford, and this is the official podcast and official network period of the original Bills Mafia. So we will see you guys. I'll see you guys Tuesday on Justice for All. My man Jake, we see you guys Friday with the lowdown as well as first round bye. And then we will see you guys back here next week to see Josh Allen take on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. So with that being said, we are out.